Okay, hello everyone. Yeah, we meet again on critical discourse analysis course. Yeah, uh, here we are going to discuss about CDA. Yeah, systematic functional linguistic (SFL). Yeah, SFL means that we categorize this field of CDA based on the nurture. Yeah, of this knowledge itself, which is one of them, yeah, systemic functional linguistics point of view. Why it is derived from CDE, yeah, why it is derived from SFL, yeah, we are going to discuss this in this meeting. As we know, yeah, first that CDA is multidisciplinary field, yeah, where a linguist and a sociologist work together on social phenomenon in social discourse. That's why if we see this, yeah, if we see SFL and CDA, it is not about how to merge, yeah, how to merge these two approach, yeah, but we need to know how the relationship, yeah, between both of them, because based on Young and Harrison, yeah, in 2004, in their books, yeah, is SFL is used as like, yeah, the analogy like knife of analysis. Then those findings from those SFL, yeah, are interpreted, yeah, by this discourse analysis, yeah, critical discourse analysis. Those are two approach that is related to each other, yeah, are seen with some point, yeah. One of them is those are social relation, then the language influence the discourse, yeah, ya, diskursivitas atau bahasa serapannya, which is context where the language is used. Then the other point, right, the SFL and CTA emphasize on the language meaning, yeah, from the aspect of culture and history. That's why here you can see the complexity in social realities will be realized in complex language system. Nah, one of them, if we see, is SFL, yeah. SFL views language as verbal social processes, yeah, where language is treated as social semiotic system, which represent socio-cultural norms and value. That's why this is closely related, yeah, with the cultural aspect, historical aspect, yeah, social cultural norms and value. Nah, the step of the concept, yeah, the reason about the relation CDA and SFL, yeah. In SFL, yeah, CDA has been introduced, yeah, by the expert here, Fowler, and its concept, yeah, which is derived from Halliday, yeah, derived from Halliday, that language is a form of social and ideological action, yeah. Then, because of those preliminary concept, it comes to the relation that CDA tends to see the relation between language and ideology, or language and power. Yeah, this is very famous. Later on, we will discuss this, especially in Fairclough. Yeah, because in the next occasion, yeah, several meetings, yeah, we'll discuss the CDA from a different point of view, yeah, different analysis. As well, from those history, from the plenary concept, yeah, it comes to the concept that develops into looking at conflict, yeah, yeah, CDA, looking at the concept based gender, generation, ethnicity, incapability, yeah, and conflict between classes. Yes. we will emerge into these situations later on. At the beginning of the concept, yeah, it focuses on the social interpretation, yeah, focuses on social interpretations rather than the linguistic evidence used to support the interpretation. Yeah, that's why those CTA looked like the sociologist analysis who knows only little grammar. Yeah, this is the jumping stone of this relation. That's why systemic functional linguistics uses model of language as social context. That's why the SFL, and therefore it suggests a CTA analyze a combination between linguists, yeah, linguist and sociologist. Because this jumping stone of history, yeah, from the reason, yeah, the relation, the concept, and so on. Nah, this is the key point why SFL, yeah, we summarize into these 5 points. In CTA, why there is a relation with SFL, it used to understand language as it is. Yeah, because as we know about the systemic functional linguistic, about the system, how to understand the system of language itself. Nah, the second one, SFL believes that language is social process. So society explain how language is used, not neurological context, yeah, from the point of view of how it's implemented, how is language used. Then the third, systemic means that language is stratified within linguistic level, including discourse semantic. There is stratification once more, please remember about it. Stratification, discourse semantic, lexicogrammar, phonology, or graphology. Then the fourth, its system has its role in contributing the holistic meaning of a social process. That's why holistic mean becomes one, so its system has role. They have roles in contributing the holistic meaning of a social process. Now, this also support CTAs, in the level of analysis. Then the last, the fifth, functional means its level has 3 meta meanings. Please remember it, if you study about systemic functional linguistics classes, functional means it has level its level has 3 meta meanings involving ideational, interpersonal, and textual. Ideational, interpersonal, then textual, which work simultaneously to achieve the social goal. Social goals, So it comes to the output, the social goals. Jadi SFL ini melihat bahasa dari sisi tujuan dan bagaimana bahasa itu digunakan dalam kehidupan sosial. Nah, objek kajiannya yang digunakan dalam kehidupan sosial itu adalah bahasa yang nyata digunakan dalam masyarakat. Nah, ini it support CTA too, Then this SFL sees how the variation which is used by the society, the function of language itself. That's how we analyze SFL from several experts, like from Holiday, in the other point of view from other expert, we can also have Kress and Van Leeuwen, that also has a relation with the CTA2, Norman Fairclough, and etc. That we will learn it in the several next meetings. Now we'll highlight, because it's related with SFL, systemic functional language, we will study the strata, level, and meta function. let's see this picture, yeah. It's come from Halliday and Martin, 1993, yeah. You can see about the strata and level, language and situation. We have language and social context, yeah. We can see this as linguistics level, and this is extra linguistics level, yeah. So how about the interrelations between context and language? Here we have highlighted that the relation between context and language is not cause effect. Yeah, this is not cause effect, but realization, symbolization, or representation. Remember, context and language is not cause and effect. Yeah, this is about this representation. Then how about society? Society is meaning resources. Ya, like what we have about ya masyarakat. This is society is a meaning resources, whereas language is meaning marker or symbol. So we got society as the meaning resource, language as the meaning marker or symbol. Then the other one, yeah, society has value or norm and system that determine how language is used. Determine how language is used. Yeah, so it's very important, yeah, in the linguistic that the system, the society, the value and the norm can determine how the language is used. There are very balanced, brief sample of it. Yeah, if you can see on the nearby society, nearby implementation. On the contrary, language represent the social value, norm, and system. Jadi dibalik. Kalau dari sudut pandang language, ya language represent the social value, norm, and system. Mencerminkan sama tadi representation. Akarnya di situ ya. It's not cause and effect. Then the last one, the complexity level of social system will also be realized in the complexity in the linguistic system. Yeah, as we can see in the Japanese politeness strategy, yeah, like different culture from greeting, for example, yeah, Eastern from Japanese, Korean, Indonesian will be different from Middle East culture, African culture, European cultures. Yeah, that's the interrelation between context and language. Now, we need another mapping from meta-functional solidarity across semiotic strata. Yeah, if here we have the level meta-function from language and situation, yeah, Halliday and Martin also explore about solidarity across semiotic strata. Nah, this, as you can see, yeah, field, mode, tenor, then we have textual, intentional, interpersonal. Yeah, I hope you familiarize with it. Yeah, here, from the relation between social context and language meta function, from this picture, yeah, tenor, field mode, interpersonal, intentional, textual. Yeah, we can see that intentional meta function represent experiential and logical realities in language. Jadi our meta function represent experience, ya, reality, ya, logical reality in language. Dan interpersonal meta function also this is satu-satu itu ya. Interpersonal meta function, ya. Kalau additional tadi dijelaskan, you can see this in this part represent logical realities ya, experiential. This interpersonal meta function express social realities in language, including how to organize interactional and transactional meaning. Ya, interactional and transactional meaning. You can see here about interpersonal meta function. Yeah, you can highlight this interactional and transactional meaning. Yeah. If you see from several reference, yeah, if we comes into social context, that's why the textual meaning, yeah, because we have those ideational and interpersonal, yeah, the textual meaning symbolize ideational and interpersonal meaning into text or discourse. This one is important, yeah, for us to differ this meaning. Then if you see this a whole, yeah, from this additional interpersonal textual, yeah, we can comes up into the other level of social context. Oh, this is social context. Tenor, field, and mode. Tenor, field, and mode is called by transaction social context. Then social event, nature and event. Nah, ini nanti pendukungnya ya di luar itu ya. It's called by field. What, where, when, and how. Remember to support that social context related with field, tenor, and mode. Ya, we can have social event, nature of event. Nah, tenor itself is participant ya who involved in the event. Ya, apa itu? Involving social status, roles, ya, temporary or permanent roles. That's the key from this one. And about mode. Mode, sudah field, tenor, mode. Mode is media, spoken or written, used to realize the events involving channel or language style. That's the explanation, ya, breakdown from this meta-functional solidarity. Nah, this of tadi ya, salah satu yang bisa kita highlight. Nah, interactional and transactional language, ya. If we see from, for example, one of expert Brown and Yule, ya, George Yule, ya, that see transactional, ya, state that transactional is language that is used, ya, serve in the expression of content. Now, the people commonly, yeah, rarely use the transactional view because the relationship is important, yeah, more important rather in the message itself. Sometimes, yeah, but if we see it as serve in the expression of content, yeah, it's called by, if you remember the previous courses that we have taken, yeah, it's called by the transactional language, yeah, and you can see that. Nah, this is transactional use language are those which language is being used for primarily, ya, for communicating information. Nah, adanya transactional exchange, extra, ya. Then interactional, as we can see by Brown and Brown and George Yule also, ya. If interactional involving expressing social relation and personal attitude. So if we see and concern on the personal attitude, social relation, yeah, we can have it as interactional language. Yeah, this interaction, for example, create social interaction, focus on participant, and then their social needs, apa social needs-nya, interaktif, lalu requiring two ways of participant, ya, maybe casual, maybe formal, ya, it can reflect speaker's identity, ya. If it is about transactional, once again we get back to the transactional. Ya, ini concern of giving or obtaining information, getting goods or services, focus on the message itself because it's content, right? Then maybe grammatical accuracy might not be the priority, yeah. The orientation related with asking for direction, for example, describing how someone use something. This is about content. Yeah. Okay, that's some review related with interactional and transactional meaning. Yeah, but those in general, this is the relation between social context and language meta function. Yeah. The other one that we want to show you related with CTA SFL is the levels in language. Yeah. You can see this picture from Halide and Martin too. We have this area, yeah. Phonology, graphology, this is expression plane, then comes into lexicogrammar, then discourse semantics. It's come from the concept of linguistic itself, yeah. The intralinguistics. Semantics and yeah, these levels, yeah. This is levels in language related with SFL and CTA. And then we can also about the cross classified with meta function. Yeah, if we have this level in language, then we have this tadi ya, interpersonal, editional, textual, tenor, field, and mode. Nanti akan ini kita padukan ya dengan di language levels itu penjelasannya, the explanation that this phonology or graphology, ya, systems of sound and graph forming meaning. Lalu lexical, ya atasnya kan seperti konsep intralinguistik itu kan, lexicogrammar. Ya, this is about the lexis, organize sounds and graphs into word in use. Then the other one, ya, grammar organize lexis into system of structures in group and clauses. Nah, broader, and broader until the discourse semantics organize grammar into discourse system and structure. So into meanings, yeah, comes into meanings that from phoneme, lexis, then the system of structure related group and clauses, yeah, into meaning. Then the other concept that we need to know is the relation between context, meta function ini ya, and system of the language. Itu konteksnya seperti apa? Ada hubungannya. Jadi if we can see this social context, meta function, and then with the system of language, ya, discourse semantic, grammar, lexis, phonology, graphology, tadi dari yang gambar sebelumnya ke ranah yang meta, ya, meta kognitifnya, field, tenor, mode itu nanti diperoleh ideational, interpersonal, textual, nah seperti itu. Can pause this video and read it carefully, ya, read it carefully. Oh, if this is about grammar in the field, we need to have experiential, ya, a logical structure in clause. Can be transitivity, clause complex, group, and phrases. Kalau dilihat dari tenornya, oh, this is about in grammar, interpersonal, interactional, and transactional mode. Nah, dan sebagainya. Nah, mode, ya, we have the theme, rhyme, old, and new information. Nah, ini di SFL, ya, in that course, you will learn more deeply, ya, related with this. This is highlight because we want to relate it with CDA, ya, critical discourse analysis of systemic functional linguistics. Nah, then the next step, if we talk about genre. Nah, tadi dari yang simple, ya, editional, textual, interpersonal yang sudah dijelaskan, that has been explained before, and tenor, field, mode. Nah, The other broader one, genre. Genre as a context of culture. Jadi dibalutnya seperti itu. Nah, ini yang tadi ya, penjelasan tadi bisa dibaca. Nah, genre context of culture. The culture is a system of belief, ya, presence and absence of thing, value system, good or bad, and right or wrong, and norms. Nah, di awal tadi kita singgung ya, sudah disinggung ya. It's been explained in the beginning. This is the other highlight. What is allowed, what is not, ya. In the culture itu kan norma ya, sudah pengertiannya itu. Nah, jadi genre related with this cultural, ya, related with those system of belief, value system, norm itu culture, dan three system of ideologies and social processes in the society, ya, genre. Lalu genre ini poinnya adalah goal oriented, state social process. Dan the social process always has the system of ideology, social process, ya, this is genre in society. Genre is goal oriented, state social process is further explanation, ya, always has a goal to achieve, ya. Different social process has different goals, ya. Different process, different goals. Can be, ya, in the other concept point of view, one goal can be achieved by several different process. But we talk about social process. Yeah, the social process created from certain certain goals, yeah, are created for certain social process. Then itself the goals are achieved through stages in the social process. Those relation, ya, genre as context of culture. Ya, stage. Nah, ini kan salah satu terminologi yang harus dipahami juga, ya. Genre, stage, social processes, goals, ya. So you need to have this relation in your mind, ya, that a genre is stage, goal oriented, purposeful activity that has a goal in this reason, yeah, in this output, that of course done by the people, yeah, that is immersed in the culture, member of our culture. That about this genre as context of culture. Now, stage itself, if we talk deeply about this stage, yeah, a stage is our cultural context which, yeah, permit us to make sense of the text, to find a social
activity types in which the kinds of meaning realized here will have a purpose. That's why those someone who studying who is studying this and use this language forces us to recognize first that linguistic behavior is a goal oriented. We can only make sense of talk if we assume it to be purposefully. Then the second, that linguistic behavior takes place within both situation and culture. Nah, that can be seen from that one. There are two different levels of context. That's why context of situation, context of culture. Context of situation relate with describing the register of text. Then context of culture, a context that gives purpose and meaning to the fact that described by genre. Nah, ini terakhir ya dari genre as context of culture. Jadi, so we need to remember about types of context ya, context of situation and context of culture. Saya ulangi sekali lagi, if context of situation are described by what's that? Register of the text. This is context of situation. But context of culture, a context that gives purpose and meaning to a text. Nah, in highlight, applying SFL in CDA based on concept of language as social context, both social context CDA should be analyzed through 3 meta function in 3 levels of language social context. Tadi the 3 meta function. This one. Then CDA, critical discourse analysis, may also focus on particular meta function. Interpersonal, because CDA is related to this meta function. But still, the analysis might overlap in the 3 meta function. Interpersonal, once again, editional, and textual in the 3 levels. Let's sum it up. Kenapa itu relationnya kita harus ingat persamaan dan perbedaannya the differences, the similarity. If we talk about system SFL, systemic functional linguistics, this is a perspective on formal structure. Jadi remember, this is a perspective on a formal culture. What we refers to grammar, styles of language, which describe what language and discourse does. Describe what language and discourse does. Then CDA, a perspective on wider context and implication on discourse, aiming to explain why language or discourse does what it does. Nah, tadi what language and discourse does, ini explain why language discourse does what it does. Nah, something like that So you need to absorb very slowly because this is new field for you. You need to have the basic good understanding related with the introduction to linguistics, related with those fields, and because it's also related with another course, systemic functional linguistics, in the second meeting or this meeting, you need to study more about SFL. Then you need to sum it up this relation that is represented by mapping and those explanation. So that's the relation. Remember, this is not cause and effect. This is the relation. The relation between CDA and SFL, systemic functional linguistics. If we discuss about these matters, we cannot take apart. We cannot take part
each other. Yeah, it must be integrated. Yeah, one to another. Okay, that's what we are discussing currently. Yeah, we will meet again. Yeah, in other occasions. Yeah, with the topics of critical discourse analysis. Yeah, deeper and deeper. Yeah, please study hard. Whether this is started from understanding and knowing, but later on we need to analyze, we need to implement, we need to synthesize and creating product in certain ways related with critical discourse analysis. So step by step, do what you should do in the level of understanding, because this is the basic. Okay, happy learning. See you again in the next occasion. Yeah, goodbye everyone.